Good afternoon. Good afternoon. The Administration and Finance Committee meeting will come to order on Tuesday, May 21st at 6:33 p.m. May I please have call to order? Madam Manager. Moment side, yeah, we can do the moment side meditation and pledge of allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Madam Manager, may I please get a roll call?
Yes, sir. Mayor Claudia Cabillas.
Here.
Vice Mayor and Committee Chair Omar Nickerson.
Here.
Also for the record, Councilperson Damari Roman is absent due to illness. Also present is Interim Village Attorney Norman C. Powell and myself, Christia Olu, Village Manager.
Thank you very, very much. For the agenda, because of the circumstances for today, we're going to take off, if there's no objection, G1. We'll take off G5 for today. We'll take off G6 and G7. So we're just gonna, so G2 will become G1, G3 will become G2, G4 will become G3. So that's what we'll do. Do I have approval of the agenda?
I'll make a motion to approve striking out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items and leaving 3 agenda items.
Thank you very much, Madam Mayor. Motion is seconded by me. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
We will be, if there's no objection, we'll be tabling the minutes to the next Administration and Finance Committee meeting. With that, do I have approval of tabling the minutes? Do I have a motion to
I'll
approve
make a
that?
motion to table the minutes to the June meeting.
Thank you very much, Madam Mayor. I'll second that motion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Do I have anybody for good and welfare? Anybody want to come and say anything about administration and finance at this particular time? I see none. Thank you very much. Moving right along. The agenda items, the first one is the first budget hearing date. We have to come up with that first budget hearing date. Madam Manager, do you want to take it?
Yes, we usually set our budget, well, we have to set our budget hearing dates to follow the Miami-Dade County and Miami-Dade County Schools budget dates. And we are requesting our dates be September 10th. Excuse me, that's a Tuesday, September 10th, and Tuesday, September 24th. The September 10th date would be at 6:30 p.m. and the September 24th date, which is also a day of our council meeting, to start at 6 p.m.
September 10th at 6:30, you said?
Yes, sir. And we do not have any committee on that day.
Madam Mayor, do you have any comments? Or?
The only comment I have is dates are fine because the dates the dates are set by the county. The 24th, does it have to start at 6? Isn't that a little early?
Or at 6:30, or the meeting starts at 7, the
Yeah.
council meeting, so it depends.
We tried to make it so that the second hearing, like all of it has been done by the first.
Okay.
They're usually 6:30 because you want to do 6. We never really meet at 6, so I would say 6:30 because we either meet at 7 for council or 6:30 for committees.
Okay.
So I would think 6:30 probably would be, residents would be more, not in 2, but 6:30, 7, so there would be more than 6 is early.
Okay. For budget. I just wanted to allow enough time, but 6:30 is fine for me as the second date for the
Okay.
hearing.
Yes, that sounds perfect. Because like you said, by the second meeting, it's usually everything's pretty much in place. There's usually maybe a couple things that somebody might want to change by that time.
So we'll do September 10th at 6:30 and September 24th at 6:30.
Perfect.
So it's the first and second. So then we're down to G3, and that would be the budget workshop.
And for that, I spoke with other members of the council, and and I wanted to get a clarification about the date that is our usual date. Mayor, I believe we discussed the third Tuesday of
Yeah,
July.
that's what I'm looking for right now. When we, I'm looking at the website right now. We meet in, July, and, admin and finance meets on the third, Wednesday of July, excuse me, Tuesday, of July, correct?
Yes.
So, yeah, so it's generally in lieu of the,
And then the finance meeting.
yes.
So we would do the 16th of July.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember if that's what we decided, or did we decide the second? Hold on, I gotta have a look at this. Because, looking at the website right now. See what we had last year. My only concern with that is that, having it, hold on. I'll go based on last year. When we tried codifying, like our dates, like the State of the Village and the budget workshop, we kept it the same, dates every year so that, have some continuity and consistency. Okay, what year are we in? Okay, so 18. It would have been July, and our budget workshop was, July 10th of last year was, what Tuesday is that? The budget workshop was on the second Tuesday of the month, because we meet, the committees meet on the first and the third, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's the second Tuesday of July, yeah. And the reason being was that because we don't want to be in the lieu of the committee, because to have a workshop for only 30 minutes is not realistic. So that way we can just have the workshop if it's an hour or whatever, because it's open to the public and what have you. So it's the second Tuesday in July. Yeah, does that make sense?
Yes. So that will be July 9th.
Yeah.
And we'll set it for 6:30 or should we say
6:30?
I'm fine with that. I just want to make sure we have as much access for our residents.
6:30, I mean, this is what a full council, so whatever we'll agree on. I mean, for right now, we propose 6:30, in case it's 7, the majority will vote. Okay.
So we'll say 6:30.
Not earlier than 6:30.
Okay, not earlier than 6:30. We will set the budget workshop date for Tuesday, July 9th, 2019, at 6:30 p.m.
All right, thank you very much. Mr. Attorney, you have anything you want to add, anything you want to talk about?
Yes, just briefly, we have actually talked about this, but last week we had somewhat of an opener with the Police Benevolent Association concerning the take-home vehicle program. Just as a highlight, we're in the process of fine-tuning that with the PBA. So by I guess next week, we should probably have something definitive to present to the council.
When the questions to the manager, when we presented to the police department this last year, is it the same thing or has something changed?
Presently, the only language that changes is that it specifies that this is for law enforcement as opposed to village employee, which is how we designed the pilot program originally. And there are some nuances about the equipment of the vehicle being specific to police as well. And other than that, we are still working out, but there are not a lot of changes expected, but I will keep you all posted if there is some material change.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. And the last is that I think we've been moving at a glacial pace with the procedures for the council. So I was hoping we'd get to that today, but we don't have.
No, so, yeah, so.
So next meeting, I did get a lot of input from Councilwoman Roman over the last 2 generations of the document, so that'll be on the next committee meetings, so that we can move forward with that final.
Thank you very much. Madam Manager, anything you want to add?
No, I have nothing more. Thank you.
No, good for right now. Just that it's been pushed to June 11th, correct?
Yeah, June 11th. And speaking of that, Mr. Attorney, being that we're moving and I guess the remainder of the meeting to June 11th, am I today suspending the meeting or am I closing out like normal? Like,
We're just closing it.
okay. All right. I know that counts as two. Okay, perfect. Moving on, we're down to H, good and welfare. If anybody has anything they want to come and talk about concerning anything at all at this particular time, come on up. Say your name, your address for the record.
Hi, Sandra Valencia, 8633 Northeast Miami Court. I missed a couple of minutes before, the beginning of the meeting, so I'm sorry. So all G1, G2, G5, and G7 is moved to June 11th,
It's
correct?
June 11th.
Okay, and can we actually have, for that meeting, especially for us residents, a copy of the budget? Like, ready for us to pick up right there on the piano or something that we can actually have a look before getting into whatever discussion is, because sometimes we don't know what you guys are talking about, so.
For sure.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome, that's all.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. Anybody else for good and welfare? Oh, yeah, guys, how you doing?
Andre Zerbo, 460 Northeast 89th Street, and for the record, also a member of the council, but not on this committee. Just a point of clarification, so those items are going to be moved to a June 11th meeting, and there still will also be the July Finance Committee meeting?
Yes.
Okay, that's it, that's my question. All right.
I appreciate it.
All right.
Good to see you. Is there anybody else for good and welfare? Okay, hearing none, do I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Thank you very much. Before I second, anybody have anything else they want to say? Okay. All right, I'll second that motion to adjourn. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
And the Administration and Finance Committee meeting for Tuesday, May 21st is adjourned at 6:45 p.m. Thank you very much.